Okay, I believe I'm live. Hello, peeps. Gonna wait for a couple of my chatters to get in the box with me, and then we shall proceed with today's damage. Hey, Joan. Hello. Glad you got your computer issues fixed. I know that was fun. I hope you didn't lose all the files you thought you lost. If anybody's watching this as a replay on YouTube, you might want to scoot ahead a couple of minutes until some of my chatters join me here in the box, and then we'll get started. Hey, Jan. Lost some. Ah, crap. Hey, Kath. How's everybody? Get myself some elbow room here. Hey, Janine. Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Linda. So I'll go ahead and get sneaking up on it. I got these Crackle pastes we saw. I think, did I show you guys? I did last time. I showed you guys. Yes, it is. Good to have you here, Kath. Hey, Sandra. All good. All good. I showed you on the last time Xander sent me this Stamperia reel on Instagram, and they were using most of these stencils and these Crackle paste in silver and gold on shirts through the stencils, letting them dry, and then stretching them so they cracked on the fabric. So I've got a few shirts that were in the outgoing pile that I threw in the washer to steam, or the dryer rather, to steam them for a couple minutes to get most of the wrinkles out. And we're gonna give it a go on some that we're gonna not be with me too long anyway. But let me make some room here. So this is just the piece. I made those crazy circles before we closed last time. It was going to come back down and put foil on them, and they dried hard as a rock, and there's nothing sticking to those. Ay, ay, ay. So I'm going to put this over here. This has become my tester swatch. This is the stencil I used on my the back of my jacket last week. Did you see the new Tim Holtz Distress Spritz sprays? I did not. Crap. Maybe one or two I could use. But anyway, these are all Stamperia stencils. And this is the moon phases I used on the jacket. And a couple of these are two other ones are ones that they used in that demo. But I like them because they're, this little calendar dial, circles, different kind of stuff. And none of these are named, I don't think. Where's Gala? Looks like this one is named Dick. I don't name them. I'm just here. Hey, Claire. Well, maybe it's these numbers. KSTD 162 is this one. No clue what this one was. This one they used. It was all kind of like celestial stuff that they used. This one's 166. Focus. Oh, there we go. A break from power washing. Oh my goodness. That's a job. Claire and I had lunch last week. Finally. Here is another celestial one with the constellations and the what is that called? Oh my goodness. All the signs. Zodiac. Oh, ooh, doggies. The old brain ain't what she used to be. So the saga with my glasses continues. We went to a ball game with the kids last week, and I was out in the ball field. Hey, Charmaine, out in the ball field. Beautiful evening. Could see, had a big open fields, woods in the background. So I start noticing with my new glasses that unless I was looking pretty much straight ahead, I couldn't see very clearly. And I started looking, hey, Dana, I started looking across the field to across the street at trees. I could see them. They were okay. But anything peripheral was more blurry than I was used to. So I had my old glasses, I'll call them. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to put these on. Saw so much better with the old ones. Peripheral, crisp, more crisp across the street. So called them. They said, bring them in. And I had another eye test done by their doctor. I had to pay out of pocket for that one because the other ones that hosed me up used my insurance. So I got to appeal that. Anywho, they said, yeah, it's funny that his new prescription, remember the one that was corrected 4 times after he examined me? 4, was the numbers were all weaker than my original old glasses, where they should have been a little bit stronger. So how he arrived at that, we don't know, but we're going to do something about it. But anyway, yeah, so the new place I went to, for any locals, if you want to know where it is, let me know. They have been great, and they are replacing the lenses in my glasses and my sunglasses with the new corrected prescription. That's a little bit stronger than my old glasses. So I still can't see great at the chat. That's what reminded me of the story. Anyway, this one is is Egyptian characters and symbols and stuff, which I always like that tribal stuff. And this one is 163. And this one, I don't, it's like a ledger or something. A lot of numbers and chart form. Just kind of cool. I know. Now, the insurance told me to write a letter and include all the details, and they will most likely either reimburse me for what I paid out of pocket or add an eye exam back onto my insurance to be available. But I already got examined, so that really won't help me. So I just have to write a letter and attach the receipt that I paid for, and we'll see what happens. I just want to see. Hey, Z. I just want to be able to see. So anyway, this one was 165. See, I don't know if you saw this one. You might like this one. That's Stamperia. It's 163. So let's take these bad boys out of here. And let's get her going. So I brought those that were with me on the most recent Arizona trip. Well, remember my painting shirt. I'm air quoting a lot today. I'm going to fly off my chair. Just this one, right? I wore this like every day to paint. And to nobody's surprise, I got bronze paint down the front of it in a few places. So that's in the paint work around the house pile. So I thought I'd sacrifice this to see if we could. And I like the color of it against the silver and gold. So we'll see how that goes before I decide to go for a denim jacket or whatever else I do it on. Hydrate. Did you guys see what I posted on Instagram and I shared it to Facebook? Dave in the shower. Well, I should not stop there. Oh my God. Watching Oakley. Ah.
What's so funny?
No, I was telling him, did you see the video I posted of Dave in the shower? And I paused there and I was, wait a minute, not that kind of video, you sickos. Oh, God. Good thing Gail is not here to hear that one. But anyway, shampooing Oakley. That was his happy Father's Day. Okay, let me grab a folded box. Indeed, Joan. Let me grab an empty box. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's a bad luck if you trip over the foot of a ladder. To me, it's bad luck if I trip on anything. Okay, I'm going to put these paints out of the way for the moment. I'll use those maybe later. OnlyFans? Ah, damn it. Hey, not a bad idea. Hey, we're in a fixed income now. You make it where you can. Here's an empty, unfolded box that I can put this under here. Do I want that wider? Maybe I'll just come down on an angle. Again, not going to the Smithsonian. That's a long box. I can't even get near the table. Wow, let me do that off the table. Oh, always seems easier in my head. Maybe I'll fold these under. No, that's going to make it too wobbly. Bad idea. Good Lord. And see, there's a spot on here. You probably can't see it. Oh, no, you can. There's a spot on there. Lord only knows what that was from the painting. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go off center this way and follow the paint splatters that are already on there. Now, I just got to figure out. Oh, lumpy. Lumpy and bumpy. All right, do I want silver or gold? I think I'll do silver. So before I get this all gooey up here, let me open this razor out. And I assume these are washable since he put it on a t-shirt, but I'd wash them inside out and on. Hopefully when these dry, they look as silvery as they did on the video. And we need a baby wipe. Because they're not very shiny in the... I mean, it's mostly the light reflecting off of it, but it doesn't look glittery, should I say? Okay, like that, like that. And I got the wide mouth, so maybe I can use this wider scraper instead of this little mini one. These are really good for doing this, though. Okay, now what design do we want to put on here? Where the hell did I put the stamp? Oh, they're over here. White on white on white. Couldn't see them. trying to get the paint through the holes. That's not going to work. Patty, you'll have to do it in stages, maybe top and bottom, then wait till dry before you do the middle. Yeah, I know, because of covering over top of the other ones. This one could probably go with this bigger area down here. And then maybe this one. Maybe I'll do like most of this area. And of course, this cuts right off on the edge, but that's okay. We're going to work with what we got. And then I do those there, and then maybe this one. Start the moon down here. I don't know. And then maybe just this zodiac down here. I don't know. That might be a little bit much, but we're going to throw something on here, and whatever happens, happens. That's just how I feel about it. Overlap. I have 4 different shirts that I brought down, so I have enough to keep me in motion. Well, less talk and more stenciling. Not looking at the chat right at the moment. Very technical stuff here. You guys probably wouldn't understand. Let's do this. I'll get this one in there. What the hell? All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. A little schmutz out there, but you know, what are you going to do? I'm going to wipe this. Let me get a piece of deli. Over here. Get most of that off of there before it hardens up. And we'll put that one over there. And then maybe I can do something at the bottom and come back in the middle once it's dry. See, that's kind of squared off. Maybe what I'll do is come in with this one after this dries and like interrupt that straight line, at least on the bottom of it, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put try to get just most of this bit in here around the rings. And we'll move that up some and go up in there like that. And then this one, I can can do about there, I think. That's what I'm going to do. And now I'm looking through the holes where the paint is, trying to get that over top of that. And actually, this one I'm going to use the smaller brush on. Start with Aries. That's me. What you doing, hon? Oh, the tent? Oh, the canopy. Yeah. This Saturday we have one of Dave's best friends is doing a belated retirement party for him at their house Saturday. These are coming out pretty clear. Oh crap, there was a big wad right there that I didn't wipe off. I should have never said it. That's a sure sign something's going to backfire. That's when I say, look how good that came out. I'll go back up there. All right, hon. Oh, well. I'm not a machine. Okay, now I'm going to move this one. Ah, crap, that's real gloppy. Just as I said that. Lord have mercy. All right, I'm going to take this, move this, and let that start to set up. I don't know how long that's going to take. Hopefully while we're still here. And then let me take, I got a couple other shirts. I'm going to take this pink one and do it with gold, I think. Or even this army green one with gold. Oh, I got to get another box. Let's get all the boxes now. I should have brought my old glasses down here so I could see the chat without having to dislocate my neck looking through the very tippy-toppy bottom of my bifocal. Well, progressives, but at the bottom. All right. That looks brighter on camera than it does in person. I wish it was that bright. So how do I want to do this? I like to do something like I kind of used to do, like just around the neck, maybe. How can I do that? With my choice of stencils at my disposal. So this I'm going to have to maybe if I cut this one side off, that'll work. Take out the camera here in a minute. Well, really does look. Sheesh. All right. Hey, Malia. All right, let me set this up a minute. Try to get this around. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Maybe Dave can come read chat. I think he's warming up upstairs, doing his stretches and, limbering up for it. Oh, you ladies. All right, let me. Wipe the silver off of these and open the gold. And I don't have to use just those stencils, as we all know. I have options. I'm trying to picture if I have anything that would. Oh, maybe like a don't I have something curvy from Badass stencils? Like a flourish, I want to say. All right, let me have a little dip. Now, if I did, where would that be? That's going to be in the other, one of the other stencil drawers, perhaps. All right. Give me a moment. Oh, I can't use that though. I need a stencil, not a mold or a stamp. Oh, wait a minute. Here's some badass looking stuff. Pardon me while my head's in a drawer. Oh, Lord. Oh. Huh. I don't know how I could make that work. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Oh, no, that won't work. What crap. If I ever can figure out a good way to organize stencils, For people who have hundreds of stencils or more, I'm going to be a gazillionaire. And I won't forget the little people when it happens. Oh, wait a minute. That's kind of... Oh, this might be kind of cute. That one. I feel one that's crunched up here. That's not good. Because if it lays there folded up, it's gone or whatever it is. Crap. Almost to the bottom. Oh, maybe something like that I could do. Okay, we're going to go with whatever choices that are on the table at this juncture. Oh, great. Here's my tangled mess. This was always kind of cool. So I have these kind of lacy ones. I wonder if I could, let's see. That one's kind of big. That goes out to the sleeve. Let's put that in another possibility. Actually, that would look kind of cool at the bottom of a denim jacket or something on the back. I can think of a lot of ways to organize them, but then to retrieve the one you want, that's another sad story. I wonder if I just did like that much. Maybe come down so it could maybe make the points sort of come close to meeting, and then flip it and do that over there. But that would have to be really precise. You know how that's not going to work. See, this one, I was thinking if we did something like that, right? And then did this one over here like that, then I have to figure out something to put down here probably. So I think that's maybe a candidate. This one, that's a badass stencil called Fancy Pants. It is rather fancy. That would kind of look cool with that little flourish down there, but trying to get the paste, that's going to be a blob over top of that edge. Let me pull you in a bit closer. Use a bare lampshade hung from rafters of basement. I had 2 overall 100 stencils. Oh, yeah. I'm looking up at the ceiling. With the way the fluorescent light panels are up there and my monopod for the camera, I don't know that I could. Behind me, there's too many shelves I have to get to. I don't think that would work here from first glance. Yeah, see, all of these are open on the edges. I mean, how am I going to get the stuff right up to here and not over it? That ain't ever going to happen. So Fancy Pants going to have to go away. What's this one? Collars like right here. Just put out of the way. You can always put it in the corner out of the way. about 3/4 of this area has shelves up to the walls. I have to come and down a walkway and higher than 5'10" so I don't beat my brains out. Could maybe put them on the other side somewhere. I don't know. That's for another day. My brain can't go that far out. Put the paste in a piping bag. Oh, now you're going to get fancy on me, Amalia. Alphabetical by brand and 12 by 12 file system. Well, if my brain could remember the brands, I know mine, I know Jones, I know PM just because of the material, and Robbins were their eye stencils. Um, and the names. Oh, I sound like I'm poo-pooing everybody's ideas. I've actually thought of all of these things over the years myself and tried a couple of them in binders, in sheet protectors. Friggin' shoot me now. Oh, that's not for me. Oh my God. Okay, this I don't think is going to work. So this is a possibility. I saw this one, and it wouldn't necessarily have to go around the goddesses. I mean, maybe I could put like one here and one here and one in the middle under here. That seems like the most reasonable thing to do. Unless I do this. Unless I put half of that there and then pick a goddess and put a goddess, maybe the butterfly one, in the middle under here and have it flanked by those two things. Maybe. Hey, Margaret. Or maybe I'll just put a goddess on like each shoulder, coming down like that, and one here. That's what I'll do. The goddess gets the win. Okay, so this is much longer than my table. I'm going to have to bend the box. Oh, the flaps are right there. Oh, that's better. Okay, I bent the flaps of the box. Now, can I get these on there straight? Do I care? I don't that much. Not on these boobs. Maybe back in the day when I was a 42E, but now that I'm a C and a B flat, we don't want to draw attention to that area. Okay, and see, this gold looks almost like greenish. It's got kind of a greenish tinge to it, but we're going in. So I'm going to try to go between this seam and this seam, just up here to get a bead on it. Kind of off the top of the screen there, aren't I? Well, that's the best I can do with being able to reach it. So this has about an inch. That's about an inch. Less talking and more stenciling. Here we go. No backing out now. This is a much thinner material. This is a slub knit, if you know what that is. Kind of has highs and lows in the fabric, and it's thin like a t-shirt. All right. Let's pull that one off. Now I gotta wipe it off so I can use the other side with not too many accidents. And I'll just do this one over here. It's about the same. That's got to go that way a little bit, my I do believe. Oh, well, that's way off. Hang on, I gotta look at the seam. There. I gotta stand up for that one. Ha! Let's see, this one looks like it kind of angles in just a little bit, which is good. This one, not so much. So let's try that. See, I shouldn't try to do it symmetrical. That's my first mistake. But I'm looking back and forth. Probably keel over from being dizzy. Well, that's where she's going. I'm not your precision girl. See the fabric soaking into the fabric. I'm trying to put a little bit more on there. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, or you could start seeing the pink, like right there. All right. Let's see, align with shoulder seam. Well, that's what I thought I was doing, but now I can clearly see it's not. I should have just done splattered goddesses everywhere. I got a better shot. This one should be pretty easy to do, right in the middle of the collar. Or, oh no, I can't do that one. That mask, what the hell was I thinking there? I can't do that. Okay. Oh, what does this say? Should I do some text? No. Focus. Try to see the chat. All right. I was able to choke back that cough until I got it off of there. I think this, oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is a KP stencil called Trinity from iStencils, the goddesses. I think I said it was, I thought it was PM Artist Studio, but it was covered with mostly gold paint. I couldn't really see the material it was made of. That paste goes on. Yeah, it's these rubber scrapers. They're down to that thin razor edge at the bottom. and they work really well. Sandra told me about those many moons ago. All right, let me move this. All right, I'll go right there with that one. Now let me figure out what I want to do on these next ones before I get too committed. Maybe just let's see. And obviously I don't have to use these ones I just bought. Got a little tickle. I was thinking about this one would look cool, but think about it. You can't do it, Patti, because all this. Hello, it's not a stencil, it's a mask. Um, or I could maybe just take little bits of this and go, a swatch down here and then put a swatch over here and just have craziness with the lace. That does sound a little crazy now that I say it out loud. Let's see. There really has to be a better way. I maybe some little dots. Oh, maybe one of these. Oh, that might be cute. This little sun. Oh. I could maybe put one of those on the first one that's drying, that blue one where I left the gap to go back. Perhaps. I just saw something else. Maybe just these for a little dash will do you here and there. Oh my God. These lacy numbers. Oh, maybe one of these on the bottom of the hem somewhere. Not that one, but these badass ones are really cool, but they are badass to store, I'm telling you. They have so many little bits to get tangled up. Like, for instance, that tiny little piece right there had the whole thing hosed up. About 6 stencils hanging off of there. Hey. I'm starting to think that these glasses, do you remember last week when I was down here, I started not feeling so great? I'm having the same kind of little headache and I don't want to say nauseous, but like, not unnauseous feeling. And I did eat a little something before I came down, but I don't know. Do not know what's going on there. Oh, this one might be kind of cool with just some script on it. Some jumbled up script. Ah, got some in here I haven't even opened yet. Okay. Summer salad from Garden Veggies. Oh, sure. Rub it in, Janine. Hello, rainbows. You are welcome to lurk. No law against lurking. What did I miss here? Sharon's got a stencil at PM. Studio are different from these. These are silicone brushes from Ballet. They are Art Basics. I think that's Prima. I think, are they Finnabair? Z would know. Art Basics. Focus. There we go. Yeah, Finnabair. Yep. And I have these two. I think it came in a set with these two sizes. I think it's 1 and 2 inches. Something like that. My sister-in-law's growing a bush of plant of cherry tomatoes. She sent a picture on the family thread the other day where she had a lot of greens on a plate and one little cherry tomato in the middle. They said, "Don't be jealous at my harvest." Oh, you know what? How am I going to do this one? Because it's a mask and the edges. Crap. Not a job for a mask. They have their place, but this is not it. Ow. Got my fingers on that one. Here's that other dance move stencil. Okay. As usual, I got too much to work with out here. I'm going to move this back a little bit. Okay, let's pick a shirt. This one's just like a solid grayish army green. This is the kind of green color that I can wear. Grass green, Kelly green, not so much. I like bright lime green stuff, but only back in the day when I used to be able to get in the sun and have a tan. Does not look good on my pale skin. Let me pull this back out again. We're going to find out, Devin. They put it, the demo put it on a t-shirt. Hey, Dot. Of course you're out to supper. Of course you are. What are you having? I'm a little hungry. So what they did was they did the stenciling, they let it dry. Then they pulled the garment to stretch it so the stenciling would crack and look distressed. And then they were done. But it was on a t-shirt. So I'm assuming that they can wash it. So what I will do is I will put it, um, I'll turn it inside out and wash it on cold, delicate cycle. That's too big. That's too big. Let me get rid of this little leaf over here. Can I just tear it? Do I have to go through the pains of trying to cut it? I can tear it. So that's what my plan is. And these were shirts that were departing the parish. So if it doesn't all work out, I'm not going to be too crushed, but I'm practicing on these. Oh, Lord, come here. Before I attempted on something that I really like or plan to wear and keep. I have way too many clothes. Don't need to buy like work type clothes anymore, obviously, but I do like to look decent when I go out. So now, do I do gold or silver on this? I don't know. It's kind of that gray muted color. Hey, Vaughn. You can do with their cream paste too. That video showed it with the Crackle paste though, didn't it, Z? Because I think I bought what was on what they showed on the video. Is that hi Lily? That looks like a new name. Welcome. You show the paste again. I got the gold and the silver. It was sold out a lot of places actually. Yes, but you. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can use the other ones. Yeah, I don't think I have any of their stuff like that. I used to use that stuff a lot, but I don't anymore. Okay, what are we doing? Now where's all the stencils? Of course, they're underneath here. Just when I got this just right. You know, I could make this really easy on me. I could. Will I? It's probably doubtful, but what I was thinking was instead of all this craziness and decisions, maybe what I could do is just pick something maybe like this and just kind of scatter them here and hither and yon, and maybe a little dashes in between them. Oh, maybe with the other color. Maybe I'll do that. Let's put those there. Or maybe a little dots in between. This one, that's got a lot of, it's cool. It's got a lot of jagged edges on it. Actually, this is the one I used in Arizona when I did my journal theme of the vortex. All right. Love the tribal thing. I have another one coming up. I might be able to use that on. And I might use this Robin's scripting on this last one that I have. This keeps getting messed up in the pile. And that's a repeatable stencil from iStencils. Maybe I'll save these. These might be kind of tricky. I love these, But like this one that I was going to use, all these little bits that can move and get underneath when you're swiping that on, that I think is better for a pouncing paint design. And they all have those. I mean, you have to make them that way to get the right design. I get it. I get it. This would be kind of cool just to have a background. No, but then I couldn't go over it. It would be too lumpy. Hang on. Try. What should I try on a scrap Z? I have the regular gold paste by them. Very nice. I have a couple. What are these that I have up here? I have a couple of stencil pastes. But for some reason I put them up here. Like lunar paste. What is that? That's a Ranger product. Creamy, colorful paste, metallic shine, stencils, palette knife, thin layer, clean while wet. Doesn't say anything about it. Excuse me, about being Hey, I wonder if this would work with the foil. Tacky when dry medium. But with the foil wash? That's the question. Hang on, what is he telling me now? Maybe try it on a scrap. Devon mentioned Nouveau paste. I don't know that I have any Nouveau paste. I have stencil butter. I had a lot of pastes that are seen their glory days. I'm just going to stick with these two pastes for now. But this would be cool if you could do this as a background. Not necessarily in a square, but just, wherever. And then have like this. But you can't. You can't do it two designs deep. That ain't gonna fly. So let's do a little bit of this. Let's do these. Made for foil. Yeah, I remember that's why I bought it, but I don't know that the foil would go through the washer. That's the problem. What is this? Can't see with these freaking glasses. Stencil Girl. This one's Stencil Girl. I can't really tell. S275 maybe? It's under layers of paint. It looks like it says MAYNE next to the number. I don't know if that's the artist or what it's called. I don't know what it would be called. Maine. MAYNE. But it's a cute little Crackle. Okay, so let's get her going. Let's do well, let me place these. These will be the bigger thing to place, right? And maybe just do like 3 of them. Boom, 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 something like that. And then do the stuff around them a little bit. I don't want you to go too crazy that the shirt weighs 5 pounds. Okay. So I think I'll do these. Maybe I'll do these in silver and the others in gold. Doesn't make one bit of difference, honestly. Where's those flaps that I can bend? There they are. Now I can get in a little closer. Whew. That should be easier. Use the bigger one. I'm thinking I should probably tape that. See what I'm worried about. See where this separates? There's a little dipsy doodle in there. Maybe I should go up here. Try to minimize the dipsy doodle. Go up here and then just have these little bits hanging into that. Okay, yes, Patty, that's what you'll do. Be sure to put the bullseye and CB. Very nice entry, CB. You were not here when I mentioned earlier about posting a video of Dave in the shower, and I paused before I finished the sentence, giving Oakley a bath. So now I'm going to get down here. All right, get some excess off of there. That looks pretty smooth, but I don't want any globs. We've learned the glob lesson, I think. Ah, see, it did blob down in that crack anyway. I hate blobs in the crack. I'm glad I moved it and didn't have most of the design down there. Hopefully when that dries and I stretch it to crack it, it will not matter. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's stay away. Oh, it's not, it's only like that till on these pieces that bend, like back to, right to there. Well, why is this one like that? Oh, that's in the fold. Oh, I feel it. There's a fold here that goes beyond this groove for the little flaps that tuck in. But over here, there is no groove. So maybe I'll do one here and then maybe come down towards the bottom. I'll have to scoot this up, I guess. Ah, shit. I just put a, oh, well. Oops, Gail's not here to write me up. One, two. All right, let's just get her going. Not looking at the chat at the moment. All right, let's see what that gets us. That one's pretty good. I must say so myself. Oops. Okay, now we'll go down here. And there's all sorts of bends and grooves over here. Maybe I'll just go all the way over there and get out of the, that's a flat surface. Let's try that. Grab the glasses. Yeah, I might have to do something like that, Yvonne. I have computer glasses, but not the same. Because all this, I'm looking down at some degree. I'm not looking out at the screen. I'm, face plant. All right. I'm going to go right there. Seems nice and flat. All right. Get her done. All right. Get the clumps. I think that's got her. Of course, I got it on my hands. Patty, I need a number of friends and family, please. I need a number for friends and family. A number for friends and family. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. All right, that one came out pretty good. Hang on one memento. I just texted it to you, CB. Okay, so there's that. Now, I wonder how these little dots will work out. I wonder if I should let this dry so I can snug it up and overlap. Yeah, I'm going to let this dry. Talk myself into it. See the globs? That'll just show it was made by a human and not a machine. Oh, is that too long? I got to get up and move more often these days. I end up permanently in that position. Okay, the first one, I'm going to bring the first one back. I think we can slide the other design in the middle. It looks kind of puckery though. Oh, Lord. See how it's drying and it's kind of puckered up, which I don't care. This one you can really see down here where it's puckered. I like a good pucker. We're going to call it texture before CB gets dirty on me again. I like it when she does though. But yeah, that's pretty dry. Maybe I can take some of that off, which we're not going to do now. So, oh, you know what? I wonder if I ought to like throw some gold little overlapping bits, like just swipe something down here and maybe swipe to get rid of this hard corner. Maybe just get some gold on there and let it dry again. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to take the little paddle, stretch when you it's coming up fast. Oh, the retreat. Yep. you stretch it smooth? Yeah. Yep, it'll let it have its room again. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this gold, and it's either going to come out good or it's not. We'll see. But I just want to get like some, and this is going to be a double area here where it's kind of, I'm going to have to go over that. So we'll just see what happens. This is an old paint shirt anyway. I'm not going to worry too much about it. So I'm going to hide this, mask it with my hand. Well, now I got a straight edge over there. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to fret it. Yeah. Okay. So now let's do. Oh, those are the globs down there that are still wet. So maybe I'll just do a little bit over here. Maybe if I kind of go more in a circle, it'll look less cut off. Oh, that's better. Oh, sorry, I'm almost off the bottom, but I ran out of desk. All right, now let's put something else. You know, I like to have threes. But you know what? Maybe I will go down the straight side here. It does bug me a little bit. And we'll just no, okay. We'll just now how am I gonna do that? Maybe I'll just go in the arc of the what should be there ish thing. Oh crap. Stop while you're ahead. I blame CB. She's the one that got me all flustered here. That's all right. It's an old paint shirt. Let's not get too crazy. I'm talking to myself when I say that. Oh, and look, I didn't even get where I wanted to get. Oh, crap. Hang on, I gotta take my glasses off. No, that doesn't work either. It's too far away. I hope your health gets 110%, Joan. I think about that all the time. Yeah, CB may be the one to sick on them. It's not the same without you guys there, I can tell you that. You are definitely missed. All right, let me put this lid, that lid on. this off. And get rid of all of this mess before it ends up making me say terrible things. That dumbass missed the whole thing there. Oh well. You know what I could do is I could come back with whatever stencil I choose with like paint instead of the paste. Just use paint and stamp it through a stencil. Okay, the pink one is still a little bit damp. They're drying faster than I thought. Okay, now this shirt would be my most likely one to keep. Let's try not to hose that up so bad. Hang on 1 second. Oh, an ornament. Oh, my daddy. Oh, on Father's Day. I just walked by we've been cleaning out in the basement, and I have a few miscellaneous Christmas ornaments that were given to me that weren't with the Christmas stuff when we put it away. And I have them in a pile. And I just walked by that shelf. One fell on the ground face down. I'll show you. It's one that my sister-in-law made for me. I probably have to take it out of here for you to see it. Of my dad on Father's Day. Love you, Daddy. Put you in a safe place for next Christmas. Okay. Now, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, Joan. I went to grab, we have a little pantry. It's more than a little pantry. Shelves of different things that we have in the pantry upstairs as backups. I had to go and grab me a little bit of a snack. Something a little off, but that's okay. I'm good. Not that bad. Now, let me try to figure out where these damn bends and dips are. Yeah, I can't get away from that. You probably can't see it, but where this box naturally folds here when that's flat, this stops, but it's like a little valley in there. I wonder if I could minimize the dips if I cut it like this and just had to worry about these two instead of these. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I drink a lot, actually. Non-alcoholic. Oh, a meetup. Now I'm jealous. I'm hoping now that I'm retired, I can start meeting up with more of the local girls that I knew through Queen's Ink and that come to my retreat. I just had lunch. Claire and I had lunch last week. That was nice. Then we went to remember that for the Maryland girls that come, that one secondhand store that Donna liked to go to called Second Avenue. Well, we found a Second Avenue. We went in there and walked around a little bit. We got a couple little things. Claire, did those things work out? Were they what you thought they were that you bought? The roll of plastic? Good Lord. This is a little bit more of a job than I expected. I'm going to see if I can rip these little ones off if I hold them back and forth. Well, I'm hacking the crap out of this one. Xander, we'll have to figure out a time for you to come down for a visit outside of the retreat, of course. We have a trip coming up in October. Finally. Dave's sister's coming to stay here at the house when we go. Oh, Lord. This really should be easier. It's like a cardio workout. Sweet Moses. Have to see if maybe there's any kind of classes around, Z. I know Susan teaches at Artistic Artifacts. She actually just sent me some Happy Mail with some cyanotype info on it. And watch, this will be too small. Oh. Okay, so here's this shirt. And this one I'm most likely to keep. This one. I put it on. The color didn't look great when the seasons changed. And it was kind of like a little loosey-goosey on me, but I do like it. So we shall see. Oh, apparently I have a spot on it. Maybe that's why it was in the pile. Dress the mannequin. No, she's not coming this time. She's going to a retreat in New Mexico soon. So this one kind of has bands of color. I mean, all very muted grays, obviously. But it would lend itself to doing something like in the darker areas, again, around the collar. And around the hemline is darker. This is also a slub knit. I'll try to show you. I'll show you in the sleeve. See the texture where it's like highs and lows in the fabric, but it's pretty thin. this one under so I can get somewhere near what I'm working on. Hi, Susan. With my mouth full. Oh, maybe this one. Maybe this one will do paint through stencils and not the paste. And I'll let the paste dry on the other ones. And then, what time is it? 2:30. Tear it up before we go. Well, stretch it so that it crackles. So, I want to look at any of the same stencils. Those are wet. Oh, no, I got this wet. Yay! All right, let's see. Maybe we can use some text in the background, or better yet, robins. That's a whole new stencil search. This one I never opened, but that's kind of a cute one. These are some little marks. I think these are, yeah, these are Shannon Green's. A colorful life designs.com. I don't know if you can see that. She's got some cool designs out there. I got these a few years ago. Come on. Really? There. Oh, almost had it. But it's a colorful life designs.com. This one's called Teeny Squares. Different sizes of squares. And this one is called Grains. It's kind of almost like little brush strokes. Might work some of that in. Actually, maybe I can do some paint. Maybe I'll do paint like in black. And maybe some of that halo blue gold. I don't know. But definitely black. And then come back over it with some of the Crackle paste in the metallic. Ha-ha! Yeah, or maybe not. So let's see. Oh, I opened this drawer. Now I'm kind of itching to do a collage. I wish I could collage paper on a shirt or a jacket. Like this little piece was looking at me. You can't hate that. I'll put you on top so I see you next time I'm getting in the collage mode. Nope, that's okay. All right, let's work with what we got here. Grabbing some pictographs. Maybe we can move those in a little bit. Or maybe these bigger ones, maybe down a sleeve a little bit. I don't know. Or these kind of rotated in with. Look how pretty that stencil is. With robins. Hand-drawn stripes, this one is called. Yeah, I thought it was a Julie Faye Fanbalzer one. Good old JFFB. I love her stencils. Those were the first ones. Hers were the first ones I started collecting many moons ago. Okay. Let's so I'm thinking if I go this whole row and maybe this and then this little bit to come under the collar, that'll be way under the collar. If I do black, I'm going to do the Cedar color that one artist that did all the fabric stuff said she uses the PBO. They're not as easily found here in the States as the Jacquard are. So I need makeup sponge. I'm going to put some out here. Oh, I better not put it on deli. I better put it on my paper palette to avoid the mess as much as possible. And then see, I'm thinking if I just kind of go like this, there's 3 stripes there. Does it matter? I don't know. Let's just get her done, shall we? Let me pull you in so you can watch and capture any disasters live. This seems really runny. Let's see. She paints with this with a brush. Oh no, it's a little thicker than I thought. Okay. Of course, on the fabric, it'll just soak into the fabric before it probably has a chance to run under the stencils. You dig? Let's get fancy and tape this since this may be one that I keep. So that goes to there. I'm going to put this, well, that was straight. Great. Oh, I've got such a precise eye for this stuff. Oh, shit. Now, there's Gayla. She miswrote me up again. Oh, I see. Because here's where the cardboard got kind of chopped. Not so great there. I'll just put one on the bottom where it is solid. And then I want to see where this is. I'm going to put one down here so I don't mosey into the collar. Straight-ish. Put one here. So I kind of know where the collar is. Yeah, I think so. Is it? Ish. If we get ish, we're usually good. Here goes nothing. So I was doing this on denim before. Remember with the pouncing? Now I want to come staggered a little bit. CB, you should know all about the staggering part. I got to get my sign ready for the bar for the for over at Maytags in preparations for CB's visit. We have a little warning sign we set up at the bar with her picture with a it's a lovely pose with a red circle and a slash through it sitting up on the bar. All right. It is what it is. And let's see what it is. Oh, that's not so bad. Not too bad. All right. Pull some of that excess off. Baby wipe it. I can be mean. I can be truthful. All right. Now, and I like actually how some of it came out a little sketchy where it absorbed in and the material gets lighter. You probably can't see it from there. That's what I'm going to go with. That's what I'm going to say to make myself feel better. So over here, I don't want to try to make it symmetrical because we know I can't. So I'm just going to do the same thing ish down here. Or do I want to go further down and not in the boobage area? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just do another run of that over here. So, for anybody, remember my bleaching of the jeans? I loved how it turned out. A friend that I met the first trip to Arizona, just pre COVID, Debbie, she contacted me on Facebook when she saw me post the jeans and the jacket that I did. And apparently she does a lot of bleaching fabrics for different things. And hey, Devin. Um, she said that the bleach will continue to like whatever they call it, like basically degrade the fabric. Um, and she gave me the name of, I think it's called anti-chlor, like anti-chlorine, anti-chlor. And she got it from a chemical place. What the heck is it? Let me tell you what it is. I'm going to give you half the information. She contacted me on Messenger. Let's see. Debbie. She said, just washing will not stop the bleach from discharging on the fabric. I've been discharging with bleach for years. You need to use a product called anti-chlor. I get mine from Prochem, Prochem. Some say you can use the aquarium stuff, but not sure if it really works. You can also use a bleach gel pen, dishwasher gel, or liquid comet to help bleach out the fabric. Hydrogen peroxide will not neutralize bleach. So I did order some and I have it. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but you don't want to be breathing it apparently from, what the paperwork says that came with it. And I started to do it one day and then I thought, no, I don't know if I have the right kind of mask. So I'll get to it. I should do it sooner than later, of course. I'm going to put this one right about. Let's kind of put the reminder kind of there. So anyway, if you're following me and wanting to bleach something, well, following me, not sure if I'd suggest that either. But if you decide to attempt it, I know a few people said they were going to. Keep that in mind. Now, I don't know how long it would take if I wore those jeans on a regular basis, or even if I wore them every couple of weeks and washed them every couple of weeks. How long it would take to, I guess it's just going to eat the thread at some point, the threads, but I don't know. I'll probably do them this week. We got a really busy week coming up, though. Dave's retirement party on Saturday. We got friends coming from South Carolina Thursday. Dave's sister coming, I think, Friday from out of town. And all the guys going to the party. I think there's almost 50. Well, couples. But all the guys that are going are almost all golf buddies. And, well, most of them he worked with. But they're, continue to golf together for decades. The friend that's putting the party together for him is arranging a golf date for all the boys to go out Friday to golf. So it'll be busy. And something else. And Thursday I finally can get in to get my crown started. So that'll be a couple hours on the other side of the town, with the Key Bridge being down. Always makes that trip interesting. And I think there's another appointment in there somewhere. I gotta look at my calendar. But there's shopping I need to do for the company and for the party, and cooking. I'm gonna lift this way and pull that off that away from the good part. So I'm going to continue making my list, laying out my strategy for getting all my things together. It'll be good practice for when you guys come in later in July. Okay, so there's those bits. I gotta pull this out again. I can't show you too much. Tearaway jeans. Maybe Dave will wear those, rip them off, and then get in the shower for his, what's that called? I don't know what that website is that one of the perverts on here mentioned. Any fans? Hell if I know what it is. I know, right? If they don't get too holy. Okay, now this, let me unfurl this little bit. They turned out all right. Of course, now I got more spots because I am a slob when it comes to trying to be neat painting. It just does not happen. It doesn't happen for me. So maybe I can put a couple symbols. It'll cover up some of that. Of course, it's right on that seam. I could get most of that with that one, I think. Or do I want to do one of the bigger ones? Hang on. Oh, I have these out too. OnlyFans. Nice. My poor husband. For those of you who don't know Dave, that is so not him. If I started that, how many of those spots I could cover with one row of those? Nope, I'm going into the seam. Ah! Well, it might just have to be a spot. I don't know. If I did something up there, something over here, something down here. Maybe if I turn that way, I could cover up some of those spots because they bug me. Can you guys see that? Here, there's like half, it looks like a circular stain, but it kind of got interrupted by the seam, I guess. And one over here that's almost a perfect circle. Or do I want symbols, or do I want to just do little splats of stuff? Those I could more intentionally cover some of this stuff up. Maybe I could just break them up with some little dashes over there. This should be a whole lot easier. It's a matter of my brain working or not working. See, I don't want to do... These should have more of an edge on them. See how close that is? If you're going to use them on the jelly plate, that's fine. But to do pouncing or scraping over it, it's a pretty fine line to get around that. Oh, you know what? Maybe should I do red? What's CB saying? Jacquard makes product called decolorant that is activated with steam. It doesn't hurt the fibers, and if you don't like what you did, you can wash it out and start over. Oh, steam from iron is enough. Decolorant. I'll have to remember that. So, should I do red? Of course, I could do my favorites. Or this metallic halo blue gold for a little pop. Actually, I think that's what's on the stencil. Yeah, it is. That's that halo blue gold. Since it's blue and gold, it comes out mostly greenish. On fabric, though, it doesn't look quite as metallic as it does on paper. Well, we're going to have to wrap it up here. So I got to start making some decisions. I think I'll do a little bit of red with just some little marks. So I could cover up a lot of boo-boos with just a little bit of pouncing. What do you think? So the one time I veer off and think about doing red, everybody's saying teal. I really wanted to do teal anyway. I just didn't want to seem too stuck in my ways. Kathy, you mean just small designs like plopped here and there ish? This is the one that you really have to mix for some reason. Yes, just a little snippet here and there. Maybe I'll do like one of the symbols in red somewhere, like a chop down at the bottom or something. Oh, shit. That was a lot of teal popped out of there. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, so where am I going to put little dashes, little dots? Save the symbols. I do want to cover some of these boo-boos up somehow. But that's kind of right. Maybe I could do, let's see. I did that. Is that covering most of that, or is it between the... Now let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Oops, I didn't tape it. It's probably not worth taping it. It's just this little strip. She said. I should have kind of sort of overlapped it a little bit. Maybe I'll do a little. That might be a lot though. Not a little. Let's just do it. Just splatter a little bit over here. Try to hopefully hit that little mark. Yeah, sorta. Sorta almost hit it. I don't like it. I'm not wild about that. Maybe I got to see it from a distance, like maybe a quarter mile or so. Mm-hmm. Here's my favorite one. Here. You could fill up the white shirt front to look like graffiti, maybe. Just all over it, you mean? I'll probably do more, but I'm after 3, and I got other stuff I got to do. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do this symbol, and I'm gonna do it in red because I wanna. And I'm off, and there's nothing I can do about that being off that camera. Am I zoomed out far enough? Hang on, maybe I can zoom out a little more. Nope. I'm out as far as I can go. But I'm just going to do this in red. Sorry I'm off camera. I'm doing the same thing, just a different color. CB, have you done anything with that decolorant stuff? Years ago in a class. Huh. What substrate were you working on? See, there's the little red chop ish. Oh, hang on. And we just got an invite to a cookout at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to wrap it up cotton mostly. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move this one. I'm gonna see if one of those ones with the paste is ready to snap, crackle, and pop. Oh my gosh. Too long, I sat too long. We're gonna say yes. Oh my goodness. All right. So here's this one. Let me get rid of this. And I'm gonna zoom in. We don't want to miss this. The big crackle reveal. So, I'm thinking, I'm not sure this is as thick as the one what he did. His seemed to look kind of raised, didn't it, Z, on that video? Okay, what the hell? We're just gonna crack it. We're gonna pull it and see if it cracks. Oh, it does. I can hear it like tearing. Maybe it's the shirt. Could you hear that? So, yeah, not so much. His, I'm going to go back and look at it, but was really thick. And if you look at this really close, if it'll focus, see, it did crack a little bit, but it's a much thinner coat, so it's not as obvious. It looked like the pattern actually broke apart and it looked like it was from a more distressed stencil, but I think he just put it on a lot thicker. Now, I don't know how he could have put it on a lot thicker and not had it blob over. Like when I got it too thick down here, you see what happened, right? Not so good. Trying to crackle that. I mean, it cracked, but it's going to fall off. Blue. There we go. So not so great. Anywho, we will I'm gonna try to save some of this turquoise paint. And way too much spill out there. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. And take a break, go jump in the shower, pack a pool bag, and head out. You'll have to tell me more about that, CB. I don't know. I'll have to go back and really look at that again, but he had on a black t-shirt, I'm pretty sure. And so the experiments shall carry on. Next time, actually, I'll do it right now. Let me put a hunk of my denim experiment. Let's these are kind of bigger holes, right? So it's going to be a little bit bigger. Let's just do this. Get a little spatula. And let's just run a bit of this. And I'm going to try to make that thicker. And it might be the size openings on those, but he used the same stencils. All right, let's just do this. Oh, that really blurred underneath of there. What the hell? I'll figure it out one of these days. Probably no time soon, as you might have suspected, but eventually we'll figure out something that'll work. And this may work, but it's not crisp. It did go under a little bit. See the shadow kind of effect around those characters? I'm going to let her lay there and dry, and we'll come back for some crackling and pictures at another day. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I feel your pain. Oh, even with the fine cracks. It's a look. I was intentionally going for finer cracks, so, you know. All right, kids. I will catch you later. Z, I don't know what stage I'll be in preparations when you come on at 4, but I'll pop in for what I can. And thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And there's the end stream button. See ya.